My name is Jessica, aka Makeup My Passion, and welcome to my channel. And welcome to my channel. Hey, alrighty then. So pretty much, as you guys can see, this is my first video here on YouTube. So I just wanted to go into kind of a little bit about myself, a couple minutes just to give you a little taste, a little sample about myself. So without further ado, why don't you find out why I'm talking? Why are you starting YouTube? Obviously. Well, I'm one of those people that believe in when you have a skill, a certain skill or talent or gift, I believe in you should use that for good. You should use that to help people. You should use that to help those and inspire people with that talent and or gift or something that it is that you're passionate about. So that in a nutshell kind of slightly abbreviates why I'm doing my YouTube channel. I guess the best way I can relate it to personally is my older sister. Okay, so I'm a makeup artist. I've been doing this. Well, I've been planning makeup since I was 5 years old. Run into my grandmother's bathroom planning her big tub of Jordana. I remember it like it was yesterday. She still has that tub, by the way. But I'm a makeup artist. I currently work for MAC Cosmetics. And my older sister is always asking me, like, what do I do to make my makeup look like this? How do I get my brows like this? So on and so forth. And always has questions on just ways to improve her makeup routine. She doesn't go all extra like myself, but she does wear makeup. You know, she is an everyday woman, everyday mother, and she does wear makeup. So she wants to know different ways on how to apply it to the best of her ability. So I thought, Jessica, why don't you give her what was given to you, which was this amazing education here on YouTube. I always tell people I did not go to makeup school. I graduated from the University of YouTube at the top of my class, okay? I'm just being honest. I did not go to makeup school. I watched tutorials after tutorials. I practiced, and I tried to mimic what it is that I saw until I got to a point of to where I guess I am at now. So that's pretty much why I'm here. I'm here to give that back to someone else, to educate, to motivate, to inspire, you know, to spread love, positivity, confidence, say it loud, I'm thick chocolate and I am proud, and to just unapologetically be myself and to encourage others to unapologetically be themselves. So that is why I'm here, and if that's what you're all about, then you and I are going to be the best of friends. I'm just saying, the best of friends. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. That's where I reside, West Side. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm 26 years old. I love this thing called makeup. It's living art. It's breathing art that I just cannot get enough of. It's so diverse. You can use it in so many different ways, and everything from beautiful, beautiful beauty makeup to some of like monster, alienness, FX makeup. I love it all and hope to feature it all here on this channel. So if you guys are just makeup consumers like myself, and you like this makeup look that I'm rocking, just stay tuned. I'm actually going to be showing you how I got this look. Today I am wearing the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Palette. I finally got it in the mail, so I reviewed it today. I actually really like it, but let me not talk too much. Stay tuned and watch it for yourselves. The amazing Jaclyn Hill palette. I finally got mine. I waited almost 3 weeks to get it because like my order got messed up. Let's not even get into it. Just know United States Postal Service, we not cool. Okay, we got beef, we got issues, we got problems. Okay, understand now why people were saying that the matte packaging and it being white wasn't probably the best idea, because even now me just touching it, I'm already getting it dirty. It reminds me a lot of like the matte packaging from the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. As you can see, I love this palette, and that's why it looks like this. I feel like with these kind of palettes with that matte kind of finish, cardboard finish or whatever, I feel like just a thin layer of clear shiny coat, like something kind of like how this has that shiny coat to it. As you can see, I've already primed my face as well as did my brows. I primed my face using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer. That is a mouthful. So I've already applied that and did my brows. So I'm going to be priming my eyes using the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Primer. Really pretty. And I love the fact that Jaclyn Hill dedicated it to her subscribers. I thought that was really sweet. I thought that that was just kind of like such a sweet move. Like seriously, a lot of people who support, you know, different YouTubers and things like that. It's always nice when, you know, you get appreciated for it, because we, you know, watch the videos and like and share and subscribe, so on and so forth. So I thought that was really sweet that she dedicated it. She said this file is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. I'm like, oh. But anywho, I'm going to take the little clear plastic thing off that comes on it. And I'm so glad it comes with one, so that way I don't get like the transfer up here. But as you guys can see, this is the full palette. It is gorgeous. I know you guys may have seen it already, but like honestly, seeing it on camera and seeing it in person, it does it no justice. It is such a pretty palette in person. I love the fact that it has like neutrals, so many neutrals, a mixture of mattes, a mixture of shimmers, and kind of foil shadows, and kind of like almost the In Extreme Dimension shadows from MAC. To me, there's a couple in here that really remind me of those. And I love the fact that it has some beautiful fall colors. We are coming up on fall, you guys. I'm gonna be living right here, right in here for fall is where we will be, okay? And you get your nice little pop of color right on this side. So it's a pretty diverse palette. You can do so many looks with this palette. So that's why when I saw it at first, I'm just like, damn you, Jaclyn. So I definitely had to get it. Alrighty, so now that we have applied that primer, I'm gonna go into, something about this corner, let me see if I can show you guys. This corner right in here is calling my name. So I think for transition, I'm gonna go into this shade right here as my transition color. And I'm gonna pick that up on my Morphe E23 brush. I had to actually get another one when I ordered this palette because mine got stolen. But we're not gonna get into that, but I got me a new one. Anyway. Crease and blend it. See this makeup, blend it. Also too, a technique that at least helps me when I do my makeup as well as my clients, lift your brows. I repeat, lift your brows. You have muscles. Your whole body is covered in muscles that you have control of most of the time. Lift your brows, people. So we just put all over in our crease this color right here. I now want to take a little bit of this color with that same Morphe E23 brush and kind of add a little bit of that into that transition. And then when you apply it, honestly for most eyeshadows, avoid swiping. I mean, you can sometimes with blending, but when you first want to saturate color, you want to press, baby girl. You want to press. You want to press her in. I want to add just a pinch, kind of mix these two together. I don't want to start smoking it out too early, so I'm going to mix those two together. And I'm using the Morphe E22 to blend out that outer crease V area to get it nice and seamless. This is just kind of an everyday wearable look just for myself if I was going out to dinner with Bae or with friends, you know. So back into that Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay, so we have now used that as a transition, that also has a little bit of transition and crease. Mix those two colors there to start deepening that crease. And this bad boy right here is calling my name. He is saying Jessica. Jessica. So this is what we'll be putting on the lid. Spray on my flat shader brush and applied it. Personally, not that it was a bad idea, but I probably will next time try to apply it with my fingers just to see how the actual product comes out that way. It still came out absolutely beautiful on the brush with it being damp, but I probably want to try it next time just with my actual fingers and see how that comes out. And here I'm just coming back into that crease with that Morphe M23 brush and just making sure that that is blended and just seamless. And then followed by that, I'm going to use the Morphe E22 brush just to add a little bit more smoke out to my outer crease and give that nice, just, you know, that sexy smoky eye that we all love. And this whole step is just to continue the blending and to make sure that the eye is nice and seamless. You have a nice gradation and no harsh lines. So that's why I'm just going back and just reblending as I go. Keeping it still in that corner, we used, if I'm not mistaken, we used this color right here on the lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on the beginning part of the lid. And here I actually picked up that shadow dry on that same flat shader brush. And I really do like how it came out. I feel like it did come out just a little bit more metallic than actually using it wet. I will probably next time, as I mentioned already, just use my fingers to try it out and see how I like it, because I feel like just with the formulation of it, it probably will work best with just like the natural oils of your fingers. So that's probably just the best bet. So this is where you want to be, like Donnell Jones, okay? This is so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit more of this kind of like, I guess it's like a wine-ish cranberry shade that we use as a transition color in that one. I actually just used the clean Sonia Kashuk blender brush to apply that product all around the eye. Alrighty, so now that we're halfway through the eyes, I'm gonna actually do the rest of my face. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the, oh, it's the Maybelline, excuse me, the Maybelline Matte Poreless Fit Me foundation, and I wear the shade 355 Coconut. And then I'm going to be using my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NC45 to highlight, and I will be using my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze. I know I need a new one. In Ebony Bronze. Whoa, pigmented right out the gate. Okay, so I'm using that Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation in Coconut, and I'm using that on my e.l.f. blending foundation brush. I love this brush, it blends out so nice. And I'm just actually patting that into the skin first and blending it out. I'm gonna apply it all over the face, as well as onto my jawline, and down my neck and onto my décolleté. I am such an idiot. I totally forgot to color correct first, but I end up catching it later, so you guys will see what I also use to color correct. So just blending that out, like I said, patting it into the skin first and blending, and then yeah. Alrighty, so here's where I caught the mistake of color correcting. I'm actually using my Senna Pro palette in kind of one of their more burnt orange colors and just applying that under the eyes. You can automatically see a huge difference once I do color correct as opposed to when I don't. Just hyperpigmentation that I have under my eyes. So as you can see, it definitely makes a difference to color correct. So after I applied that, I'm going to go in with that MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NC45, and I'm just applying that using one of like my BH Cosmetic flat shader brushes all under the eyes, making sure to get a nice liberal amount, and then I'm gonna blend that out as well. I'm bringing it on the bridge of my nose, into my forehead, as well as onto my chin. And then I'm just gonna take that that concealer all over under the eyes, making sure to get it nice and applied. Then I'm going to take that same foundation brush that I used earlier, my e.l.f. blending brush with a little bit of foundation on it, to blend out that concealer. And how I blend out my concealer is I start with the edges first and then I work my way in. I feel like it just looks more natural that way. So I'm just patting that in as I go. I'm not swirling, I'm just pressing that concealer into the skin. Alrighty, so now that we have that applied, I'm going in with my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze on a Tulip Sonia Kashuk brush, making sure to do the fishy face to snatch those jaws, to make sure those cheekbones are nice and lifted. You can't tell me I am not RuPaul. And I'm going to bring that onto the jawline as well as my forehead to get nice and sculpted. Alrighty, so then I'm going to just add a little bit more to the eyes, a little bit more smoke out, and my winged liner. I actually am using this NYX liquid liner. It's like a matte liquid liner. I ended up getting it for free. I went and bought some stuff at the NYX store, and they gave me this for free, and I actually really, really like it. So now that that is applied, I'm going to add my eyeliner to my waterline. I'm going to use a kind of like a milk pencil by Tarte. I don't even know what the name is, because even though it's a Tarte pencil, I ended up getting it while working at MAC. So yeah, random. And then I apply that in my waterline, and then come in with a little bit of that cranberry shade that we used earlier in the transition and in the crease. And I'm going to use that to smoke out underneath and make that nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. Alrighty, so now that we've gotten the face done, we've added a little bit more to the eyes. I came in with that Tarte pencil, that like nude pencil. It looks really white on camera, but it's not that white. I smudged out a little bit more of that like plummy cranberry shade from the Jaclyn palette under my eye. And of course I winged these eyes. All right, so now I'm about to get into my highlighter. I'm gonna be using the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Candlelight. I do have a sample because I didn't know how I was gonna like it. I didn't know how it was gonna work with my skin tone, so I definitely had to get a sample first. One thing I can say about this product is I will be buying it. Two, a little bit goes a long way. So I take my Morphe M501 brush. As you can see, it's this like tulip kind of shaped blender highlighter brush, I guess. I take some of that product on just the tips of the bristles, and I dab off the excess onto the back of my wrist, because like I said, a little bit goes a long way and you will be looking like the Tin Man. All right, so a good technique for highlighting, especially using a cream highlighter, don't set your under eye concealer yet, because the powder, once the cream or like liquid highlighter hits it, it makes this weird like line of demarcation. So here it's pretty self-explanatory. I just started to dot on that liquid highlighter with that Morphe 501 brush, I believe. So I just dab it on like so, and then I start to make small swirling motions to really blend it out. I feel like with this particular product, it works best that way. I will say this product is kind of hard to work with if you're not used to using liquid highlighters. I would say tread lightly, because when I first started using it, it got everywhere until I figured out just the best way to apply to get that nice, you know, that nice snatched highlight. So yeah. My little like powder puff thingy or whatever, I'm gonna take, I have a mixture in this old Laura Mercier jar. I have a mixture of my holy grail baking powders, which is Benai banana powder and Benai topaz powder. They have one called Camel, but when I went to Namies, they didn't have it, so I had to get creative. So that's just... So I'm just going to apply that baking powder right where I'm directing with my finger, just avoiding where I put that liquid highlighter. And I'm going to actually apply a little bit of that powder as well, right underneath where I contoured, to kind of give me a little bit of reverse contouring and some Janet Jackson cheekbones. You know, you know. So now, if you want, you can take this as an opportunity to finish the rest of the face, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop on some lashes off camera and dust off my face and add my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder on top. Alrighty guys, give me a second. So this is where we're at, and this is just kind of where you want to be. I know you guys are probably like, Jessica, are you gonna set your brows? Of course I'm gonna set my brows. So I have a new technique that I've been doing. I saw from a YouTuber here. I believe her name is Face Over Matter. But for the fact that I kind of have fuller brows and my hairs are kind of defined, I need a really good brow set that's not gonna budge. It's not gonna be like jelly or too wet, and that's what I feel like I've encountered a lot. But on her channel, I saw her actually use kind of like thinned out eyelash glue as a brow set. Hey, look, I may be late, but I'm here now. So I've been trying it out and I really, really like it. So that's what I'm gonna use to set my brows. So I'm gonna take my little spoolie brush. I put some just like thinned out eyelash glue on my hand. I'm gonna rake that spoolie through back and forth. Just dab it through, dab. You set her, you better forget her. This glue, once it dries, pretty much the only way to even really change the shape of your hairs will now honestly be to just have to take your brows off and do it again. So make sure you're definitely combing and shaping the way you like. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I got this a couple eye mats ago. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really use it. And it's not that it's a bad glow kit, but these 3 colors right here, oops, I didn't mean to do that. But those 3 colors right in here, these 3, boom, 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 have a little too much silver in it for me. And it makes me look ashy. It makes me look real Tyrone Biggums. So, as you can see right here though, golden bronze, that's bae. That's bae. So we're gonna go into golden bronze with a Morphe M500 brush. Okay, we get her nice and good. You want to tilt your head again like I mentioned earlier and just ooh, ooh, ooh. Looking for it, so I just opted for this pencil, which is a Shea Moisture lip pencil, and I think the shade is dark brown. So I like to apply a nice liberal amount of that. As you can see, I don't have a very defined Cupid's bow, so I just draw right over her and pretend she don't even exist. And yeah, that's about it. I hope I'm saying this right. I should say this right since I worked there, but this is in the shade Choco Tease. Choco Tease is the retro matte liquid lipstick. It's like that dark chocolate brown. It's kind of like if Antique Velvet was in liquid lipstick form. That's pretty much her. Alrighty guys, so here is the final look. As you can see, I did actually put a gloss on top of that lip. I put Max Cream Sheen in the shade Kingpin all over that lip, because I feel like it just looked so much better with a gloss. So yeah, and then I did set my face using my Holy Grail. I don't think I'm ready to tell you guys just yet what this is, but do know it's one of my little kept secrets. Maybe if you stick around I'll tell you what it is. But so yeah, this is pretty much the final look. I hope you guys loved it. I hope you guys love watching it just as much as I love making it for you guys. My views on the Jaclyn Hill palette, I honestly have to say, besides the packaging that's already getting dirty, I really like the palette. I think that the color saturation is very, very nice. I think the colors are so pretty. I think that they can work on so many skin tones. They blend out very nicely, and they are different from the regular Morphe shadows. I can honestly attest and say that, being that I do own some of the other palettes, I can really say that this palette is definitely different. So this is the final look. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. I thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, my name is Jessica Ekwe, aka Makeup My Passion. This is just the start to a beginning of a beautiful, beautiful friendship here in the makeup community and all the other makeup citizens and residents here. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna bring positivity, love, confidence, self-esteem, say it loud, I'm thick, chocolate, and proud to this channel. And if you vibe with that, then you will vibe with me. We'll be the best of friends. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want to see more, do not forget to subscribe. I know this is just the first video, but obviously there's more coming. So if you like this one, you'll like the rest, right? Alrighty, thank you guys. See you later.